today to the management of Eclerx who's joining us on the show. Mr. Srinivasan, the Chief Financial Officer at Eclerx, is joining us to talk to us about the earnings performance and more importantly, the outlook going forward. Hi, Mr. Srinivasan. To begin with, I understand that in your con call, you talked about a possibility of a sequential decline in revenue in the coming quarter. How sharp could be that decline? Because I'm just trying to understand, are we looking at a 0 to 1% decline? Could it be more significant?
Hi, thanks for having me on the show. So yeah, we did talk about revenue in Q1 being either flat sequentially or a small decline. At the moment, we're not sure if that will be a very sharp decline or will be just marginal. What I can definitely say is that on a year-on-year basis, we don't expect any decline. So it should still be up.
Okay, so on a year-on-year basis, you're not expecting a decline, but is it fair to assume that double-digit growth is out of the picture? It would likely be maybe low single-digit to high single-digit?
So a lot, you're right, a lot in FY24 will depend on how Q1 of the year goes. And if that is not strong, then it puts a lot of pressure on Q2 to Q4 being good. So we do definitely think that Q1, Q2 likely to be soft. Maybe we'll see some demand pick up in Q3, Q4. I would sort of hesitate to put a number on what we will be able to do, whether it will be double digit or not be double digit. But broadly, I think that's what we are thinking about, that first half likely to be slow, second half we may see demand pick up.
On the side, on the margin front, where are you seeing your margins? Are you confident that the margins would remain around the 30% mark?
Yeah, so on the margin front, I think we are a lot more sanguine. We don't see any headwinds on the margin front. Employee costs, which for us is about 50% of our total cost, that is expected to remain in manageable levels. Attrition is within manageable levels. So we do think that on the margin front, we should be around the 30% on an EBITDA basis.
I think sequentially there will be a blip in the margins in Q1 given the wage hikes that you normally take in the cycle. Could you talk to us about usually what's the impact? Is it like a 1 to 100 basis point blip in Q1 versus Q4?
Usually it's about 250 to 350 basis points. That's the impact because of wage increments. And we found that over the next 3 quarters, we're usually able to catch up and get the margin back to the 30% mark.
Okay. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about is the fact that you're seeing a bit of slowdown when it comes to the discretionary spends by your clients as well, right? But are there talks of, let's say, cancellations, or is it just slower ramp-ups that you're seeing? What's the nature of the discussion with clients changed over the last 6 months?
So it's a lot to do with the delays in decision making. So the pipeline continues to remain as strong as it was 1 quarter back or 2 quarters back. The clients are taking a lot more time to decide on how they want to spend their money, what projects they want to get done, and especially, as you said, on the discretionary side. So that's what is causing the slowdown on the growth front.
If you could give us some guidance on the deal and client addition pipeline.
So that continues to be strong. Other than the fact that we are seeing delays in conversion, we have done pretty well as far as addition of new clients is concerned. I think we measure our clients who are greater than $500,000, who generate more than $500,000 revenue for us. So on a year-on-year basis, that number has gone up from 64 to 76, which is pretty, I think we are pretty pleased with that. And we expect that we should be able to improve that number in FY24 as well.
Fair enough. Just wanted to wrap up the conversation by getting a sense from you. Street is banking a lot with Mr. Kapil Jain coming in as the group CEO. Any sense as to what could be the biggest strategy area for him or focus area?
The biggest focus area for him would be to drive growth and add new clients and new geographies. And I guess he will take 1 or 2 months to understand our business, build his thoughts around what he wants to do, and then present a strategy to the board.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Srinivasan, for joining us. We hope the next time I speak with you, we also have Mr. Kapil Jain on board, and he's done with his initial taking on board of how the company has been. Thank you so much for joining us with that quick update.